Dear friends, I'm Dr. William Harris, and it's truly a joy to connect with you today. Imagine waking up each morning, knowing the first 5 minutes could shape not just your day, but how long and how well you live. Sounds simple, right? Yet, science shows that small choices, like what you drink or how you move right after waking, can slash your risk of stroke, keep your mind sharp, and help you stay strong for decades. Pause. But here's the hard truth. Most folks over 65 miss this chance, either because they don't know or they brush it off. Pause. Think of someone like Harold. He's a 68-year-old who feared he wouldn't see his grandkids grow up, until a simple morning routine changed everything. Pause. Today, I'll share 5 easy steps, backed by experts from Harvard and the Cleveland Clinic, to help you live healthier, longer, and with hope. So, stick with me, because you deserve a vibrant life. And it all starts tomorrow morning. Now, let me tell you about Harold, a 68-year-old from Ohio who thought his best days were behind him. Pause. Harold was an engineer, worked hard his whole life, but 2 years ago, his health started slipping. He woke up exhausted, his joints ached, and his doctor gave him a wake-up call after some worrying heart tests. Pause. Harold shared with me, "I honestly thought I might not be around to watch my grandkids grow up." It breaks your heart to hear that, doesn't it? Pause. But then, a neighbor, a retired doctor, told him about a simple 5-minute morning routine. Harold was skeptical, thinking, really, can something that easy make a difference? But he tried it, figuring he had nothing to lose. Pause. Within weeks, he felt a spark of energy. 6 months later, his doctor couldn't believe the results. Better blood pressure, cholesterol. Even his heart tests looked like those of a much younger man. Pause. Science backs this up. Studies from Johns Hopkins show small morning habits can transform your health. Now, at 70, Harold's out there, living like he's 55, full of hope and strength. Pause. His story shows what's possible. And it all started with 5 tiny steps each morning. Stick with me, because you can do this too. And it might just change your life. Element 1. Morning hydration protocol. Imagine this. You open your eyes after a restful night, but here's the startling truth. Your body's quietly lost nearly half a liter of water while you slept, just through breathing and perspiring, even if you don't feel parched. For those of us over 60, this sneaky dehydration can thicken your blood, putting a heavy load on your heart and vessels. It's sobering to know that research links those early morning hours to higher risks of strokes and heart attacks. I think of Harold, our 68-year-old friend from Ohio, who used to shuffle through his mornings, not realizing his body was desperate for a simple sip. It's a quiet struggle so many of us share, and it pulls at the heart to think how easy the fix can be. But here's the bright spark. Studies from Harvard and the Cleveland Clinic show that hydrating right away can slash your heart risks, sharpen your mind, and rev up your energy. So, here's the plan. The moment you wake, before your feet even touch the floor, grab a glass of 16 ounces, that's about 410 or 80 milliliters of room temperature water with a fresh squeeze of lemon. Why not cold? Cold water can pinch your blood vessels, slowing the flow your heart craves. Room temperature water, though, opens those pathways, letting oxygen dance through your body. And that lemon, it's a tiny burst of magic, loaded with potassium, vitamin C, and anti-inflammatory goodness to ease your arteries and balance your blood pressure. The trick is timing. Sip this within the first minute of waking, before your coffee, tea, or toast. It's a small, mighty step, but science says it can work wonders for your circulation and pave the way for a longer, fuller life. Just like Harold, who found his mornings transformed with this habit. you can feel that lift too. Ready to add this to your day and discover the next step. Let's keep this journey going strong. Wow. Friends, isn't it amazing how something as simple as a glass of lemon water can set the stage for a healthier you? We've just unlocked the first step of our 5-minute morning routine, and I'm so excited to keep going. But before we dive into the next element, let's take a moment to connect. If you're still with me, feeling inspired to make these small changes, type the number 1 in the comments below. It's a little way to show you're on this journey with us, and I'd love to see who's ready to transform their mornings. Think of Harold, who was once so tired he feared missing out on life's joys, only to find new strength with these habits. It's a bit worrying to know how many of us over 65 skip these easy steps, not realizing they could protect our hearts and minds. Yet, science from places like Johns Hopkins assures us these actions can make a real difference. Your commitment here fills me with hope, because every step you take is a step toward a longer, more vibrant life. If you're loving these practical tips, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone you care about. It could be the nudge they need to thrive. Now, let's move on to the second element. A quick 60-second trick that top cardiologists say can boost your circulation and keep your brain sharp all day long. Ready to keep this momentum going? Let's do it together. Element 2. 90-second mobility sequence. After a long night of rest, your joints are stiff and your muscles feel tight, like an old door that creaks when you open it. For those of us over 60, this isn't just a minor annoyance, it's a real concern. Without gentle movement, that stiffness can lead to slips, strains, or even chronic pain that steals your freedom to move. Experts at the Mayo Clinic warn that the fluid in your joints thickens overnight. So your first steps each morning can cause tiny injuries if you don't warm up, paving the way for arthritis or worse. I think of Harold, our 68-year-old friend, who used to wince with every step. Fearing a fall might keep him from his garden or his grandkids' games. It's a worry that resonates, because we all want to stay active and independent. And it tugs at the heart to think stiffness could hold us back. But here's the hopeful spark. A simple 90-second sequence can lubricate your joints, loosen your muscles, and cut your risk of falls. Here's how it works. After your circulation reset, sit on the edge of your bed and gently rotate your ankles. 10 times clockwise, then 10 times counterclockwise. Next, make small circles with your knees, 10 rotations each side. Stand up, holding a chair or bed for balance if needed, and sway your upper body side to side, 5 times each way. Then, slowly rotate your torso left and right, and finish with 10 gentle backward shoulder rolls. This quick routine, backed by orthopedic research, takes less than 90 seconds, but it keeps your joints smooth, reduces stiffness, and boosts balance, especially if you've ever dealt with back, knee, or hip discomfort. Harold added this to his mornings, and soon he was moving with ease, his confidence soaring as he tended his flowers again. Friends, this small habit can help you stay steady and strong, ready to embrace every moment. Let's make it part of our routine and glide into the final step together. Element 3. Protein timing method. Imagine waking up, ready to seize the day. But here's a hidden concern. From 3 to 8 in the morning, your muscles are quietly breaking down at a faster pace. For those of us over 65, if we don't step in quickly, our body starts eating away at its own muscle for fuel, leading to frailty, a weaker immune system, and a scary risk of stumbling. It's a sneaky process that creeps up, and it reminds me of Harold, our 68-year-old friend from Ohio. He felt his strength slipping away, even though he ate well later in the day. That slow fade of vitality is something we all dread, and it stirs the heart to think it could keep us from dancing with our grandkids or enjoying our favorite walks. But here's the uplifting news. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show that eating 25 to 30 grams of quality protein within 30 minutes of waking can slash muscle loss by up to 6% over 5 years. That's a game changer. So, here's what you do. Right after your hydration and circulation steps, treat yourself to a protein-packed start. Picture savoring 4 to 5 egg whites with 1 whole egg, a smooth cup of Greek yogurt swirled with protein powder, or a quick, tasty whey protein shake. For my vegetarian friends, try soft tofu, cottage cheese, or a plant-based protein blend from pea and rice. Delicious and effective. The secret isn't just what you choose, but when. Make it happen right after waking, before lunch or dinner take over. Science says this early protein boost powers your muscles, lifts your energy, eases movement, and even nurtures your heart and mind. Harold embraced this habit, and within months, he was striding with a vigor he thought was long gone. His doctor stunned by his turnaround. Friends, this easy step can help you hold on to the strength to live life fully, doing all the things that light you up. Let's make it part of our mornings and leap into the next step together. Wow. Friends, we're already 3 steps into this life-changing morning routine, and I'm so inspired by your commitment. Those small acts, hydrating, moving, and fueling with protein, are building a foundation for a stronger, longer life. Before we jump into the next element, let's take a moment to connect. If you're still here, feeling excited about these simple changes, drop the number 3 in the comments below. It's a quick way to show you're with me, and I can't wait to see who's ready to keep transforming their mornings. I think of Harold, our 68-year-old friend, who once worried he'd lose his spark but found new vitality with these habits. It's a bit unsettling to know how many folks over 60 miss out on these easy steps, not realizing they could safeguard their strength and independence. Yet, science from places like the National Institute on Aging gives us hope, proving these small choices can protect our muscles, hearts, and minds. Your dedication right now is lighting the way to a brighter future, and that warms my heart. If you're finding these tips helpful, please hit the like button and share this video with a loved one over 65. You might just inspire them to live more fully. Let's keep this community growing and supporting each other toward healthier, happier days. Ready for the next step to keep your body moving smoothly? Let's dive in together. Element 4. Circulation reset. Imagine this. You've just rolled out of bed after a long night's rest, but here's the concerning part. While you were sleeping, blood tends to pool in your legs, leaving your brain and heart a bit starved for oxygen. For those of us over 60, this sluggish circulation can lead to dizziness, wobbly steps, or even serious risks like blood clots. It's a worry that hits home, especially when you think of mornings where you felt unsteady or foggy. I'm reminded of Harold, our 68-year-old friend, who used to stumble through his mornings, fearing a fall might steal his independence. It's a feeling many of us know too well, and it stirs the heart to think how a simple fix could change everything. But here's the hopeful news. Research from Johns Hopkins University shows that just 60 seconds of gentle movement right after waking can boost blood flow to your brain by over 50%, cutting stroke risk and clearing that morning haze. So, here's what you do. The moment you stand up, plant your feet shoulder-width apart. Take a deep breath through your nose, raising both arms high above your head. Then slowly lower them as you exhale through your mouth. Next, roll your shoulders backward 5 times, then forward 5 times, nice and easy. Finish with 10 slow heel raises, lifting your heels off the ground and lowering them to pump blood back to your heart. This whole sequence takes just a minute, but cardiologists say its impact can last all morning. You'll feel your mind sharpen, your body warm up, and that sluggish feeling fade away. Science backs this up, showing daily habits like this strengthen your heart and brain. No pills needed. Just like Harold, who found his mornings brighter and his steps steadier, you can too. Friends, this small act is a powerful way to start your day strong. Let's keep building on this and move to the next step together. Element 5. Mental clarity exercise. Imagine starting your day, but your mind feels foggy, like a radio struggling to tune in. For those of us over 60, the fear of memory slips or losing that sharp spark can weigh heavy. It's a quiet worry, thinking we might forget a loved one's smile or struggle to keep up with life's joys. I'm reminded of Harold, our 68-year-old friend, who once felt his thoughts clouding, fearing he'd lose the stories he shared with his grandkids. It's a concern that touches us all, because a clear mind is the key to truly living. And it pulls at the heart to think we could miss out. But here's the hopeful truth. Research from Stanford University's Brain Longevity Center shows that the first 30 minutes after waking is a golden window for boosting your brain. A simple exercise can spark new neural connections and increase a protein called BDNF, which acts like fertilizer for your brain cells, keeping your memory sharp and your thinking quick. No, you don't need to tackle puzzles or learn a new language. Here's what you do. After your other morning steps, sit quietly, close your eyes, and spend just 1 minute recalling yesterday in reverse. Start with dinner, then lunch, breakfast, who you spoke to, what you did, where you went. Move backward from the most recent moment to the earliest. As it gets easier, try going back 2 days or adding details like what you wore or how the weather felt. This quick exercise, backed by clinical studies, can keep your cognitive function as sharp as someone 10 to 20 years younger, even helping to ward off dementia, a fear many of us carry but don't always know how to face. Harold added this to his mornings, and soon he was sharing stories with a clarity that lit up his family's faces. Friends, this 1-minute habit can keep your mind bright and your days full of meaning. Let's make it part of our routine and embrace every moment with a clear, vibrant mind. Ready to wrap this up and start tomorrow stronger? Let's do it. Dear friends, we've journeyed through 5 simple morning steps. Today, hydration, circulation, protein, mobility, and mental clarity that can transform your life after 60. It's sobering to think how easily we overlook these small habits, risking our strength, sharpness, and independence as the years go by. I'm reminded of Harold, who at 68 feared he'd miss his grandkids' milestones, yet found a vibrant new chapter with these routines. His story touches the heart, because we all long to stay active and present for those we love. But here's the hope. Science from Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and Stanford shows these 5 minutes each morning can lower your risk of stroke, preserve your muscles, and keep your mind as sharp as someone decades younger. Longevity isn't about pills or grand gestures. It's about these daily choices, starting the moment you wake. So, tomorrow morning, try these steps. You don't need to overhaul your life, just begin with intention. If this has inspired you, hit the like button. Share which step you'll try first in the comments. And subscribe with the notification bell to keep this journey going. Share this with a loved one. Because you might not just be sharing advice, you could be giving them years of joy. Let's start each day with purpose and live longer, stronger, together.